So listen, I don't think I'm special. I don't think there are very many people in this world that are special except for my kids, but that's because I'm their mom. And I've been wondering, like, why would you click on my video? Why would you watch my video? My story is not very different than a million other stories that are on YouTube and carnivore way of eating or ketovore, whatever. But that's not true. My voice can help someone. Maybe there is someone out there that's in their middle to late 40s that has struggled with autoimmune issues and has never heard of, like me, I had never heard of, carnivore or elimination diets until I had a bad reaction to something I ate. I never had any idea when I was living with and struggling with several autoimmune issues over the last 25 years. For some reason, it never would have occurred to me that what I'm eating is causing 90% of the problems that I'm dealing with. Maybe there's someone else that is out there and they're struggling and they need to hear this message. They need to hear that if you nourish your body with foods, specifically in my case, I'm partial to animals. I eat a carnivore diet. That can improve your health, your overall health tremendously. That's what it did for me. So maybe by hearing my story, my unique lived experiences will help you. So I hope you get some value from these videos, and thanks for watching. So here's what I know. Although I'm not special, I am unique. I have lived with, struggled with, and eventually overcome, more than 3 autoimmune illnesses in the last 25 years. So my story does not, I didn't have lots and lots of weight to lose. I did need to lose some weight. I found carnivore in January of 2023 after I experienced yet again after yo-yo dieting, and something just did not agree with my system, and I was so inflamed that I felt like I needed an elimination diet, and that's how I found carnivore. And I'm so glad I did. Was it easy? No. It has been a constant, experiment, trying new things, and that's what I've been doing lately. Last weekend on Saturday, I woke up with a headache. I have not woken up with a headache in so many years. I can't even tell you the last time, but I woke up and my head was just pounding and I was sick to my stomach. I tried to do a couple of things to ease that. I tried to, take a pinch of salt. That did not help at all. I tried to take small sips of water. That didn't help. I did a cold plunge thinking that might help, and nothing was helping. And I struggled with that migraine for hours. Finally, after I could not keep anything down, I couldn't keep water down, and I was almost panicking, thinking, the worst. Finally, I took a Tylenol. I did take a caffeine pill because I didn't drink any coffee, and I thought, well, maybe it's, maybe now it has developed into some caffeine withdrawal also. It finally eventually started to ease up around 2 or 3 o'clock. And I was just so wiped out from that. And I felt pretty discouraged because, I've been doing all these things. I've been doing all the right things. I've been eating only animals, primarily just beef, salt, butter, water, coffee for 6 to 8 weeks. It is what it is. And I recovered. I did feel like I kind of was fuzzy, kind of like brain fog, even into the next day. But the headache did release. I have been working out, and I had worked out really strenuously on Friday. I only do 30 minutes, but I was very sore on Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday, I was still not quite myself, but I went ahead and I did cold plunge and I worked out, and I just started to feel like I was getting a headache again, like a tension headache, and it's kind of, in the back of my neck and goes up. So after thinking about it, and I just was not feeling very good, I just decided that maybe I just need to let my body rest and stop doing cold plunging for a while, at least not as often. I was doing it every day for 4 minutes. Maybe that was stressing my body too much. Maybe it was too much of a hormetic stress. Also, I was having, and still am a little bit, having like some meat aversions, and I noticed that someone mentioned in Dr. Berry's group that if you are having some kind of aversions, maybe it's your body's way of saying you need to fast. So I have been doing longer intermittent fasting windows because I am getting hungry and able to eat. So those are kind of the things that I have been experimenting with as I have gone on this process, because it's still a work in process, a work. You know, every day is a new day and a new experiment. So I decided that I am going to cold plunge, but only like 3 times a week. Also, I am going to work out, but I'm just giving my body a little bit more rest and recovery between the 2 sessions. So I worked out Monday, I'm going to work out Friday, and then I'm going to work out Saturday. And I'm going to take it day to day, like I have done from January 16th when I very first started. It's day to day. But the thing, I was just like, why would anybody want to watch my videos? Because my experience, you know, it's very similar to everyone else's voice that's out there. You know, I started carnivore. It wasn't easy. I had to break my emotional eating habits, which I did. I overcame those. And so my hope is that you get some value, you get something helpful from my videos. You know, maybe there's somebody out there that is struggling with autoimmune issues and they want and need to lose, you know, some weight. I had Graves' disease, Meniere's disease, uveitis, which is an eye issue that's autoimmune based. I was metabolically unhealthy. I was pre-diabetic, and I had some skin issues and like nerve issues. Those were not diagnosed, but I was starting to suffer from these symptoms. I have been chronically ill when I had Meniere's disease, to the point where I decided to do the most invasive, drastic treatment option, which was I had surgery on my ear, on my inner ear, and they drilled it out, and now I'm deaf in this ear. If I had known about that food and nutrition, how large of a part they could play in your overall health, I would have tried some of these, I would have tried this diet, this way of eating 20 years ago. If I had known that what you eat can impact everybody, all of the systems in your body, the way your brain works, everything. There are these options, because if I had known, I just didn't know. You can't know what you don't know. I also wanted to tell you some of my goals. Dale and I are going on an anniversary trip in October, and it would be nice to be able to eat more than just beef. What I have decided to do is start slowly incorporating more eggs, which I don't usually have too much trouble with eggs, but eggs. And then I'm going to also work up to bacon. It'd be nice to have bacon and eggs in the morning at the hotel because I don't want to have to stress about what am I going to eat when we're on, our anniversary trip. I want it to be as stress-free as possible. Obviously, it's, vacation, so it's a celebration. So I am going to just kind of see about focusing on how I'm feeling, and as I slowly add in pork and bacon. Really, beef, butter, bacon, eggs. Really, that would be fine with me. I do know that I can tolerate dairy, liquid dairy. It does cause some, like a little bit of breakouts, which, I can do that. I'm happy to know that I'll be happy as long as, because I am aware that I might have some reactions to some of these foods. But I feel like if I start out slowly, then I can work up to it. I've got about 6 weeks, 7 weeks until our trip. And, you know, it's not like I'm not going to burst into flames if I have a little bit of cheese. I feel like I can moderate. I've had cheese since, you know, being on carnivore, and I don't seem to have too much trouble with it. I don't think I'm going to do anything that's going to throw me back into pre-carnivore way of eating. I have gone off plan very, very few times. I did go off plan with, you know, drinking alcohol a couple weekends ago, but I have no desire to drink any alcohol. And I'm going to back off on the cold plunges because I think maybe what was happening, it was just too stressful for my body. Maybe it was just releasing all of these, you know, toxins or whatever. And I wonder if that happened, or maybe I was starting to dump again, having a little oxalate dumping. That's a possibility too, because I've been having pain in my back and up through my neck. So I'm not sure what it is. What I do know is that I'm getting better. I'm healing. I'm continuing to heal, and I'm resilient. And I'm resilient. My body is, all of our bodies are resilient. So I know I'm healing. I'm much better. I'm down 17 pounds since January. I'm no longer pre-diabetic, and I'm no longer overweight. I'm not perfect, but I'm healing. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you found some value in it. Bye.